Hey everyone, and today I just want to do a very quick review on a figure I own that I don't think has been covered on YouTube yet. I'm going to be reviewing M2 Toys Series 1 Mad Max. Of course came from the Road Warrior line. It had Series 1 and Series 2. Unfortunately M2 Toys went bust. I heard they were planning on expanding the Road Warrior line and making Thunderdome figures from, of course, Mad Max 3. And I also heard they were planning on making 12-inch figures. But that never came about, which kind of sucks because I love the Mad Max trilogy. Great movies, and these are pretty decent figures. I managed to pick this up loose, this guy up loose, pretty cheap, so I'm pretty pleased with it. Anyway, like I said, this is the second release of Max within Series 1. The first release didn't have his busted up knee and busted up eye, how he appeared at the end of the film. The first one was a more kind of non-battle damaged Max, if you will. And also the first Max didn't come with the feral kid. It came with his dog and some binoculars, but otherwise they're pretty much the same figure. And also there was a third release of Max in Series 2, which we're going to take a little look at and compare to this Max from Series 1 right here. But first of all, since I'm primarily reviewing this Max, let's take a look. So head sculpt is pretty decent. I mean, it doesn't look perfect, but since this figure is made in 2001, I guess it can kind of be forgiven. As you can see, he's got the busted up eye, and he's got the stitches in the head. Looks pretty cool. His outfit is all obviously primarily black, with all the leather. He has the tools, but they're sculpted pieces, not separate pieces. He has a knife in his boot, like he did on the movie. It's a sculpted piece. I thought it may be separate. And also, a little bit disappointing is his gun holster is solid and you cannot holster the gun. The gun itself is pretty nice. I think it's a little small, but no complaints. Fits in his hand nicely. And he has a trigger finger. It doesn't go into the trigger, but it kind of gives that illusion, which is pretty cool. Articulation wise, his arms rotate 360, go up and back in both legs. No waist or no head, they're both solid pieces. And his arm goes forward and rotates. One gripe I have about the figure is you can't have him in any kind of shooting position. He's primarily kind of more like a statue to stand there with his gun by his side. Would have been nice to have a bit more articulation, but no complaints, the figure still looks decent enough. Another gripe that I have, I think the head looks a tiny bit small. I don't know, just a little on the small side. I don't know if it's because I think his shoulders are a little out of proportion with the rest of his body. He looks quite square, whereas Mel Gibson or Max in the film, he wasn't a skinny dude, but like he had a smaller chest than what he does here. But like I say, no complaints. As far as comparison goes, I'm keeping this guy sealed, but you can see when they released him again, I think the head sculpt looks a little better. And the jacket is open, not closed. I don't know why they did that, but still, the leg brace is a separate piece, other than being a sculpted piece. But he has no tools on his kind of jacket, so I don't know. You pick which one you think's the better Max. I personally like this one a little better, but this one's still sealed. I'm not taking him out of package. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, Series 2 Max once again. So now we've took a look at Max. I highly recommend him. Good figure. Let's take a look at Feral Kid. His arms rotate 360, go forward and back. And I don't think the likeness is very good. He looks too, I want to say, youthful. And not scruffy enough, but still decent. He came with a boomerang, but I picked him up loose, so I didn't get that. I just primarily wanted the Max figure, but still, overall, these two figures are great if you can pick them up cheaply or in package. But my personal recommendation goes with the Series 2 Max if you're looking for a definitive figure. So overall, great line of figures from M2 Toys. So, you know, check out my other videos, please. Check out my channel. Comment in the description if you liked the review, if you didn't like the review. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. And you know, I just ask that you check out my channel, and I guess I'll see you guys next time.